Hey, wanted to do a Route 66 video. I didn't realize that it's the 100-year anniversary. It started in 1926. So they're having a few special things this year. It's right nearby my house, so I figured I'd take a ride over here and show you guys a couple things. But it's a little rainy this morning. We're out on the road bike on the canyon. Let's get rolling, and then as I head over there, I'll point out a few interesting things and we'll go from there. We are winding through some back roads to get over to the old Route 66 and what is now US 55, which has kind of taken most of its place here in the Chicago area. But there is an original section of 66 up here that we'll take a look at. So right now we're along the frontage road. There's 55, which in the 60s kind of put the death sentence on the original Route 66. To take a look at some of the Centennial items. Here's the Illinois logo that they're putting out, the 1926 Centennial. And then here's the map. We've got starting in Chicago, St. Louis, Tulsa, Amarillo, Texas, Santa Fe, Flagstaff, basically spanning the whole country all the way to Santa Monica, California. This frontage road, it's definitely a pretty nice road to ride. It's a little slippery this morning, but as I mentioned, it's got a lot of cyclists. I think it's fairly popular because most people are on the big highway. But let's take a little look at it here. Here's a marker up here where the local towns have kind of done some travel attractions, and this is one of these cool 66 signs right along the original portion of the route. We'll stop up here. That's cool. So we're in Darien right now. Got the canyon out. This is one of the markers. I think they're pretty cool. You can get a pretty good idea of the evolution of this whole road and modern technology, kind of just right on what we're going to see here. I mean, what we're taking a look at is, 1926 is when the original Route 66 was finished, so that kind of opened up to the automobile, and it had its boom times, through the 30s and 40s and into the 50s. And then in the 60s, when the super highway was opened up, it took a dive. Things got rerouted around and businesses died here that were alongside the original route. Oh, looks like we're getting a little bit of rain. So, up here, we are going to get on one of the original sections of the road. And there's a restaurant up here, Dell Rhea Chicken Basket, that goes way back. So we'll take a look at that. There's that nice neon sign. They've got their own Route 66, so this actually was a stop. So here we are at the Chicken Basket. So this is classic vintage stop on the early Route 66. Road was opened, which is, there's your original road. Road was opened 1926. But 1930 something, this became, early 30s, this was a gas station. And then it became a early quick stop, probably serving a food counter, coffee, and then in the 40s it became, mid 40s, maybe 45, it became the restaurant. And then in the 60s, the big 55 opened up behind us, and things started to kind of die over here. Now it's kind of seen a resurgence. You know, obviously it's a centennial of the Route 66 this year, so things are picking up. The new owners have put a lot of money into it and whatnot. But that sign, the neon sign, was sent out for restoration in 2017, and it was sent to Missouri, rebuilt. I really like these neon signs, so maybe I'll come back and get a nighttime shot of that. Here's a nighttime picture of the neon sign. Pretty nice. And then a couple of restoration pictures of the takedown and the restoration. All right, well, I just ran into a couple from California that had just driven out and were at the Chicken Basket taking some pictures. They're going to do the whole route all the way back. They started in Chicago and they're going to head on back to all the way to California. Here's a few heyday photos. You can see the 50s cars back in the day, and we've got a postcard, old postcard with another old car on there. And then here we are today. There's the bike. And then they're doing some car shows and stuff to stay relevant. Hopefully they'll continue on and people can make stops and enjoy. Well, I'm gonna hop back on Route 66, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get cruising. Wow. Turkey. I see so few of those that I didn't even know what that was.